So yeah, I forgot to put that in there. But that was right when I read that, I was like, what is happening here? But that story hasn't circulated. I haven't seen that story circulating around as much. So I don't know.
And you won't. The same
Yeah, I
way,
know. Of course not.
the same way they're not talking about that homeboy that ran into that crowd. What's his name?
Who? What are you talking about?
The dude that ran into that parade
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
that nobody's talking
Yep.
about because he's black.
I feel like people were talking about it when it happened, but I haven't seen anything
Nah, they weren't,
in the
Shannon.
past couple of days.
Don't do that.
I th- I I saw a lot of stories about it when it happened.
You wouldn't know. And see, this is kind of like in line with the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. You would not know that this dude was a black man unless you read into the stories.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a black man.
Like, look at this headline: 5 dead, 40 injured after SUV hits when Wisconsin Christmas parade. As if the SUV was driving itself. Like, what are we doing? If this was a Muslim dude, we would have said terrorist attack, Muslim dude, actually ran over some people with this car in,
hmm
jihadist attack. If it was a white dude, it would have said, oh, white supremacists, right-wing extremists ran into this crowd because of whatever. Because this dude is a black man, no one is talking about the identity of the person that committed the act. And I think this is foul on behalf of the media.
Hmm.
Foul. And this dude has a rap sheet long as hell.
What did he do? What has he done? What did he do? Also, do we know why he ran into the crowd? Was he drunk, or did he just do it? Did he do it maliciously?
You know what's crazy? It's hard for me to even find this motherfucker's name. This is what I'm talking about. Like, Shannon, it's all the same headline. Look, Shannon, go into Google right now and type in parade run over.
Okay.
And just read the headlines from top to bottom to see my point.
More than a dozen remain hospitalized after deadly got cut off. Hold on. After deadly, how do you say this town? Waukesha. Waukesha? Is that how you say the name of the town?
It's your turn to struggle with a word. But Shannon, you just had to read you have to click the article. Just read it. What the Google search comes up.
Okay. Wisconsin town warns those who died in holiday parade. 5 dead, 40 wounded as car hits Wisconsin Christmas parade. Parade rampage driver has linked a criminal record. Yeah, yeah.
Nothing on
Nothing
who
in
this
the.
dude is.
Mm.
Nothing. This thing strange to you?
Yeah, a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what's going on. And hold on. I'm gonna find this dude. Parade driver, criminal history. Because he had a rap sheet that was lengthy. Here we go. Thank you. WBay.com. His name was Daryl Brooks. 39-year-old Daryl Brooks. Action 2 News has learned Brooks has been familiar with the criminal justice system for his entire adult life, having been charged in more than a dozen criminal cases over the last 22 years. I'm going to repeat. More than a dozen criminal cases over the last 22 years.
Yikes.
Less than 3 weeks ago, according to online court records, Brooks was charged with second-degree recklessly endangering safety, obstructing an officer, felony bail jumping, and domestic violence-related disorderly conduct and battery. Police said he ran the mother of his child over with his vehicle November 2nd.
Wow.
In July of 2020, a judge ordered a $10,000 bond for Brooks in another case involving recklessly endangering safety and felon in possession of a firearms charges. In February of 2021, while still in custody, Brooks demanded a speedy trial, but the DA's office said another trial was already going in the same court, so a judge adjourned his case and reduced his bail to $500.
Why was he not in jail from running over his Who did he run over? His baby mother?
He attempted to run over. Oh no, he did run over her, and his
That
baby
happened on
mother.
November 2nd?
Yes,
Why was he not already in jail? I'm so confused.
he was in jail. His bail kept getting diminished.
Wow. Okay.
The dude was sentenced to 2 years in prison when he was 17. He was convicted of a drug possession and obstructing an officer in 2002, 2003, and 2011. He was charged with strangulation and suffocation.
Wow.
Like, this is what I mean. If this dude was any other demographic, white man, Muslim man, who else that we hate in this country? White man, Muslim man, I don't know. Anybody but a black man. We will be talking about this obvious, like, dude, the red flags. The red flag. How does he get out?
I don't know. Javai.
Can somebody help me? How does he get out?
Oh my god.
I don't understand it. If I try to run over somebody, like, just forget the identity, right? Yeah, it's his child's mother. Forget all that. If I ran over somebody with my car, I don't look. I agree with leftists like yourself about criminal justice reform, and I believe that we should get rid of cash bail, because I don't believe you should be in prison just because you can't pay to get bail. But I don't believe in getting rid of bail. Here's what I mean. You should be kept in prison until your trial if you are deemed to be a danger to your community. I don't believe it should depend on how much money you have. It should be dictated by how dangerous we think you are. This dude had a bunch of red flags to show he's a danger to his community. In and out of jail since he was 17 for various crimes, can't stay out of jail. And it wasn't just drug charges. He had violent stuff on his jacket, domestic abuse, running over his child's mother, strangulation.
Yeah.
This is somebody that does not need to be out here on these streets. And guess what? He was on these streets, and because of that, 40 people are in the hospital, 5 are dead. And the media is trying to wash their hands of the story because of the identity of the person that committed the actions. That's corny to me.
Yeah.
Corny. So to this dude, I'm going to say his name one more time. His name is, what's his name? I want his full name, full last name. 39-year-old Darrell Brooks of Milwaukee. This guy, he probably needs help mentally, you know, because one thing that happens as well is we out here locking up people who really are disturbed and, you know, should have been helped a while ago. And once they, you know, become an adult and they have these mental issues that, you know, maybe if they had some intercessions during their teenage years or earlier than that, we could have prevented whatever action they commit today. And now instead, all we have for them is a long prison sentence instead of helping them when they were still children.
Yeah.
So he needs help, but he should not have been on the street.
No, I agree.
And that is I don't know what investigation is going to happen. I'm very uncomfortable that the media is trying to just speed this story by. No, there was somebody dropped the ball on this. And we need to evaluate, hey, what happened? Why did it happen? What can we do to keep this from happening in the future?